Hey guys, it's Becca, and today we have got the clue number 4 for the Spring 2019 Puzzle Mystery Quilt sponsored by Cottoncuts. If you've not heard of the Puzzle Mystery Quilt from Cottoncuts before, it's a pretty cool program. So for 10 months, they send you a package that looks like this. You get a sheet of instructions and a sheet of pre-cut fabric. You follow the instructions to assemble all of these pieces of fabric, and at the end of about a half an hour, you have 1 or 2 blocks for that month's clue. In month 10, your last clue will include whatever extra fabric you need to finish your quilt top and whatever extra instructions you need to lay it all out in the arrangement that's needed. And you have a really cool looking quilt top. If you want to see what some of the other puzzle mystery quilts look like, you can go over to their website. They definitely have pictures of previous puzzle mystery quilts up there. And if this is something that sounds interesting to you, they actually have a sign up for fall going on right now. If you go over to cottoncuts.com and look for the puzzle mystery quilt, starting today, May 31st, they're taking sign up for their next quilt along called Cosmos. There's a lot of neat colorways in there, including a line by Tula Pink. So go check it out. It's really affordable and it's a lot of fun. There are 2 size choices, a small and a large. The small will run you $17.50 a month and a large will run you $25 a month. And again, that covers your shipping, cutting all your fabric, and the instructions, and any final border fabric that you need to put that quilt top together. Come along with me as we go over to the sewing machine and put this clue together and see what our blocks are going to look like for block number 4. Okay, here is my package. We're going to open this up. Every package comes in one of these nice plastic bags. You've got a nice piece of cardstock to keep the stuff from getting folded easily, and your sheet of instructions. I do keep the cardstock in the bag and I set them aside because I find that they're good for holding other pieces of fabric that I might need later. Okay, the other thing that you're going to need is your color code. So this is my package for the spring puzzle mystery quilt. I keep my finished blocks folded up inside of my paper for my clue so that when I'm looking in here, I can easily find at the end of the program which one is clue number 1, which one is clue number 2, so on and so forth. Also, when you're doing a puzzle mystery quilt, you need to keep your card that gives you swatches of fabric that you're going to be working with, because this is your kind of legend for how you're going to assemble the fabric per the instructions for that clue. So you'll get this in month 1. Keep it for all 10 months. It's very, very, very important. Okay, so now it's just as simple as steps 1, 2, and 3. We're going to follow the instructions in my sheet of paper off to the side, grab this fabric, and assemble the way it tells us to put it together. Okay, step 1 is to take our B5 squares and our C1 triangles and to turn this into 2 square within a square units. The easiest way to do that is to take your square and then attach a triangle to this side and then this side, sew those together, and then come back and attach to the other sides, just like you would do a border, top and bottom, then side to side, or side to side, then top and bottom. That will make your square within a square. You're going to do that twice. Okay, clue 1 is finished. We have our 2 square and a square units, so we're going to take these and set them aside. All right, step 2 is going to take our B2 and C2 triangles and sew a seam here and here and press towards C. Okay, step 2A is done. Now it says to take these and attach them in this corner to the A3 triangle so that you have a unit looks like that, and you're going to do this twice. Okay, step 2 is finished. I've got my completed squares, and this is good. And now it says we want to take our square within a square and our other square and just sew them together here. So I'm going to do that really quick. I'm going to take my seam and I will press them and come back. Okay, really quick before I sew this, I just want to show you a tip that I learned from watching some YouTube videos. I have these points right here that I don't want to lose. You can see that. I'll point to it with my scissors. You can see this point. I really don't want to lose it. If I do, I'm not going to rip it out, try again, because I just think sometimes you make a block a bit more of a mess than it would have been if you just would have dealt with it. Because at the end of the day, this isn't going in a quilt show. This is just something that I want to be used and loved. And so if I lose some of my points, oh well. I'd like to keep them, but if I cut them off, that's fine. But the tip that I learned is when you're sewing your seam, if you sew with the point side on the top so you can see where these threads intersect, if you keep your needle right on that point, if you stitch right literally through that X, you're going to keep your point and it's actually going to be perfect. And if you just go a hair over here, it's going to look a little bit better. If you end up sewing through just this side of the fabric, you're going to lose that point. There are tips and tricks and tutorials on YouTube for how to keep your points. You can look them up. I just wanted to show you really quick what I'm going to aim to do. But again, if I don't get it done, what do we say? Finished is better than perfect. So we're not going to stress. And here I come. I'm up on that point. And so I'm slowing down and I'm eyeballing my needle because I want to see it go through that X. And it did. So that's going to be good. And now we're just going to keep going all the way down. I don't know if you can hear my husband and daughter upstairs, but they are playing. My daughter's screaming, my husband's yelling, "Rawr!" It's funny. So now you can see I've got my point. That was kept. I'm so pleased. Let's do that again. Okay, step 1 and 2 are done. And now we're going to move on to step 3. Says to take the small triangles of F and a square of F and sew them together. And it looks like we're going to make 2 of these, and we're going to sew it. We're going to make 2 of these, so let's set them up the right way. We're going to sew it so that it is like this, angle up, and then angle down on this side. Just like that. All right, so I'm going to take this to my machine. I'm going to sew here, sew here, sew here, and then press it, and I'll come back. Choop, 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 choop. Okay, we have our 3 A's. Now, it says to join a medium triangle of A, which is this, to the upper side here, and then again down to the bottom here. So we should have something that looks like that when we're done. Look, guys, this is why you pay attention. I sewed that on wrong. Seam Ripper, where are you? Okay, here is step 3. These are done. Okay, so 3, A, B, C. Now I'm going to take D3 and put it here. D is this, so we're going to do it like that. Step 3. Now, step 4 is to take a D2 and a C2, which ironically is all we have left. D goes on this side, C goes on this side, sew a seam down the middle, press them, and then we'll come back here and do step 5. Step 4 is here, and now it says for step 5, as you probably already guessed, we're going to take this and join it up here. And that will be step 5, and then on to step 6, which looks like this is just going to attach down to the bottom. So let me go sew this, iron it, and I'll come right back. Okay, there we go. Step 5 is completed, and the final step is to take this and this, sew this together, and press up towards the chaos.
I was just wondering what's going on.
I'm sewing for the first time in like 2 weeks.
Heard you down here talking to yourself.
I'm recording a video.
Right now?
Yeah.
Whoops.
Say hi, YouTube.
Hello, YouTube.
You cannot see me, but I am the husband who thinks I own the basement.
Oh, I know I don't know anything. This is your world. I just live in it.
All right, YouTube, there we go. This is our finished block for clue number 4. Quite proud of these points particularly. The rest of it, we won't point out the flaws because what do we say? Finished is better than perfect. Here's clue number 4 for Team Portia size large for the Spring 2019 Puzzle Mystery Quilt with cotton cuts. This is something that I really truly enjoy because I get instructions and pre-cut fabric and all I have to do is sew it together. I don't have to do any cutting, I don't have to do any thinking. It's just sewing. And it's really neat. For 10 months, I'm just doing little pieces of fabric, focusing on little blocks, and then at the end, it's a surprise when the layout is revealed. I highly recommend you try this if you haven't already. Cotton Cuts is accepting signups right now for their Cosmos Puzzle Mystery Quilt. Today is May 31st. If you hop over to their website, I bet a lot of those colorways are still available. But don't wait too long because some of those are going to go real quick. I hope you enjoyed sewing along with me today. If you'd like to see more sew-alongs like this, leave me a comment down below and let me know. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!